Wow, that's a lot of major arcana. That's six, I think, six cards of the major arcana showing up for you at the beginning and at the end of the month. So beginning and the end of the month is kind of featured for you, Leo. We open with Hangman in reverse. I mean, Hangman in the upright position. This is the standard orientation of the card. And Hangman means marching to the beat of your own drum, not really worrying about what the outside world thinks. It can mean rebelliousness. This card is ruled by Uranus, who is the rebel. And this can mean taking a pause and a step out of society for a while and just doing things your own unique way and being really comfortable with that. Hangman gets illumination and enlightenment from seeing things from a 180 from everyone else. He's hanging upside down, so he has a completely unique perspective. And he does things in a very non-traditional, non-conforming way, but he's being very true to himself. And he's getting spiritual insights. I'm also seeing that with that full moon in Aries in your ninth house, the house of spiritual wisdom and religion, philosophy. It may be that some of you are exploring other cultures, other philosophies, other religions, other ways of approaching spirituality, and really being true to yourself in that examination. Really taking a pause from the outside world and getting that revelation through acknowledging a different perspective. In some of the decks, Hangman will have a halo here, which represents that spirituality and illumination. So I love that you're being true to yourself at the beginning of October. There's a real opportunity for that, Leo. And then I do see strength in reverse here. So there's something that you may be having a hard time having patience with. This is the card of patience, gentleness, fortitude, endurance. She's the card of soft strength. It's the card of true strength because she's opening the jaws of that lion, not through force and not through control, but through gentleness. It's called soft control. And it means, you are the lion, Leo. And this may mean that you don't feel like at the top of your strength, or that you're having a hard time having patience, endurance, or fortitude, especially as it relates to you feeling like you can be true to yourself, or feeling like something in relation to watching the wheel of time turn. It's telling me that you may be having a hard time being patient about the natural evolution of the seasons changing, of tables turning, of life progressing at a certain pace or a certain timetable. This is in the upright position. So this is saying there's change, there's good change, things are happening according to divine timing. That's what this hand turning the wheel means. But it may mean that you're having a hard time being patient with it. Ultimately, you are going with the flow. You are accepting it. Good things are coming in. There's just some sort of challenge to strength with you acknowledging who you are and doing things your own way. But ultimately, they're all here for you. It may just be necessary for you to acknowledge your own strength and not have any fear, doubt, or resistance about letting that in, about trusting yourself to have that gentleness, to have the soft control, and really recognizing that as true strength. But this is, wheel is when things unlock. Wheel is when it's the wheel of karma, and it means good things coming in. So it means the natural evolution of time bringing good things in. I do see 10 of coins here in reverse. So this could mean, this is a card of security, stability. We see the castle and we see the couple inside. It often means good returns on investment or rewards from good decisions having been made over time. It's also the inheritance card. And in the reverse position, it says you do have security, you do have stability, but there's some sort of question or doubt or fear or resistance that is showing up. And I kind of see it coupled here with strength in reverse. Is there something that you're doubting about your foundations, about your strength, about the softness? These are both good things here, Leo. This is you. This is your gentle side. I always think of Leos as the roaring lion, but also the sweet kitten. You really have both sides of that. And there's something about these two in tandem with the home, the security, the stability, the money, where there may be challenges to feeling stable, secure, strong, patient, but I ultimately see you watching time turn and actually trusting it and going with it and allowing the good things in. So if you're having any concerns about your stability, you may just need divine timing to bring those things in, but it's here for you. It's just that you may need to remove whatever blocks there are, doubts, fears, or resistance towards that. I'm actually seeing these connecting to around the new moon in October, beginning around October 19th. We've got that new moon. It looks like you're being faced with a decision that you're having a hard time making. And it may be something related to the heart. You've got all these cups cards surrounding it. Ace of Cups is a new beginning, a new chapter. Aces are always beginnings of things. And this is a beginning that's really going to fill your heart. If you can see in the card, I sometimes call this card my cup overfloweth, or my cup runneth over. And it's got this dove of peace. And also another symbol of enlightenment here, this lotus. Something about standing up for yourself is really featured in terms of getting spiritual enlightenment. But there's some fear, doubt, or resistance to this new beginning, to an expression of the heart, whether this is coming towards you from someone else or whether this is you expressing your own heart. You're almost at a crossroads, Leo, in a weird way. This card is it's a card of stasis and sometimes stagnation. It's a confrontation of two ideas. That's what swords represent. They represent thoughts, wisdom, knowledge. And when there's two of them crossed like this, it means trying to decide whether to go left, to go right, trying to decide between two options, not really being sure which way to go, and therefore just checking out and being in a state of inaction. So around the new moon, I'm seeing that you have some sort of decision. You're not sure whether to go this way or whether to go that way. And this is a card this is Page of Cups, which has to do with being childlike, being open-hearted, feeling willing. This is a real card of willingness, being, sometimes I call it infatuation or puppy love, and it means connecting with the younger side of ourselves, our hearts when we were children, when we got really excited about things and our hearts leaped. I think about this as like kids getting up early in the morning to watch cartoons or open Christmas presents or run out and play. Like it's really a sweetheart kind of card. And with all these cups in reverse, Ace, Knight, and Page, I'm seeing that your heart may be torn in two different directions. Whether there's a focus on beginning a new chapter of love here or a new expression of love, that may have to do with that communication in your third house with that new moon in Libra, or whether there's a focus on a younger person here, potentially a water sign. So that could be Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. But I just see your heart is being pulled in this direction or that direction, and you're really not sure which way to go. So you're just checking out and you're just pressing pause in the middle of the month. But there is a lot of heart energy showing up for you. There is a lot of communication of emotional matters. You know, these two, if we turn these right side up, it's two people who are really focused on the heart, and this is a new beginning. So I really get the sense that there may be something about starting a new chapter, trying to find the new beginning that's being difficult to find. Like you almost just don't know which way to go with that, Leo. But it's here for you. You just have to remove any fears, doubts, or resistance towards making a decision, taking some action. That's the way out of this card, Leo, is to choose one sword and take action on it and put that down, put down the other sword and pull off the blindfold. So I see you faced with a decision, especially regarding matters of the heart around that new moon. And you may want to employ those Libran qualities of grace, of beauty, of balance, of communicating in a way that is gentle and fair and just, equitable, all those things that have to do with balance. And diplomacy too. Libra is a very diplomatic energy, and this is the air sign, so this has overtones of Libra as well. So employ that middle of the month. That will help you navigate these choices between the heart that you're facing. Then towards the end of the month, we have Seven of Wands in reverse, followed by Magician. And Seven of Wands means standing up for yourself. It means, in general, it means success despite adversity. I always point out in this card that the man at the top is in an advantageous position. He's either leading the people below him or he's fighting them off, but regardless, he's maintaining his position. He's being assertive and he's standing up for what he believes in and he's taking action on it. It can sometimes mean being devoted to a cause or devoted to what we really believe in. In the reverse position, it's saying there may be doubt, fear, or resistance towards standing up for what you think, what you believe, not taking action or not being assertive in your beliefs. But ultimately, it is a card of success despite adversity if you should choose to embrace the energy of that card. And I do see you as being very strong here towards the end of the month. This is Magician, which is the one card, the I am card, stands alone and creates results. He manifests things through the power and the concentration and the focus of his mind and his consciousness. He takes all the elements that are in front of him and pulls them down from the etheric world into the physical realm and creates results, tangible, physical, real results here in the physical world on the mundane level. But he brings about results from his focus, from his solitary concentration on one point. And I see too that in tandem with Hermit, both of these cards are solitary figures. So I'm really getting an I am. I'm really getting that you're pulling something from this spiritual truth that you may have received at the beginning of the month with that full moon in Aries in the house of spirituality, of higher learning. And you're letting the truth guide the way. The high side of Hermit here is he separates himself out from society. That's what these two cards have in common. And he gathers a truth. He gets quiet and listens. And he is really concerned with truth with a capital T. So he's holding that up for all to see. And in tandem with Magician, he's creating results from that. So I really see there's a focus on the truth here at the end of the month. Even Moon has something to do with that. Moon is about evaluation between what's real and what is illusion, what's permanent versus what is changeable. And Moon means allowing the deep-seated emotions to come up for evaluation. I'm kind of getting this in relation to your home life, Leo, because that Jupiter is in Scorpio after the 10th, and this crab or this lobster really can represent Scorpio coming up from the depths of emotion and trying to sort out the feelings between what's rational or what's irrational. That's what the dog and the wolf represent here. And then that's the path that will take you forward. So it's really at the end of the month about clearing out illusions, illuminating things with these newfound truths, or getting in touch with the truth. And it means getting quiet and going within. Both these cards, Moon and Hermit, are really about being introspective and being quiet, allowing emotions to come up for evaluation. And Magician says you're able to produce the results that you want. You may need to challenge any fears, doubts, or resistance about standing up for those things in order to pass through this and get to the strength of these cards. These are all major arcana cards. These are heavy duty, powerful cards. So alignment with the truth, application of these spiritual truths that you've discovered, creating results, and really defining how you feel, what's real, what's permanent, what is changeable, what's reality versus illusion. This is a very poetic, sweet card. And Hermit also has this access to what I'll call our inner visions, our inner knowing. He's really a card that is dedicated and devoted to wisdom. So allow that to guide you, holding up that light, just like the moon is displaying and illuminating this path for your emotional life to come to the surface. So that's my reading for you, Leo, for October. I hope that you enjoy it. If you do, feel free to give it a thumbs up or share it with another Leo. You know, if you do find yourself in the throes of a decision in the middle of the month, try to access heart energy. It's really like between your heart being pulled one way or the other. The way out of this, like I said, is taking action. So whether it be the correct thing or whether you need to revise and adjust as you go along this path, strip the blindfold off and just take action. Otherwise, you may feel stagnant. You may feel stuck. And I'm really just getting a sense of gentleness for you for this month with Strength in reverse, with Hermit, with Moon. There's a lot of gentle energy. And also, you know, Knight of Cups and Page of Cups, really heart-centered for you this month.